Hey, what is up you guys, Vintrain here. So for almost my entire filmmaking career, I have used one piece of equipment besides my camera and my lens, and that has been the trusty Glidecam. Now, like many, I watched Devin Supertramp and how he was able to use one piece of equipment, the Glidecam, in almost every scenario, which for me and my broke self back then was perfect. Not to mention that it's been able to grow with me as I got new cameras. From my HD 2000, I was able to grow through my T5i, my 7D Mark II, and even my 1DX for a period of time. And I just recently upgraded to the HD 4000 with the Glidecam Signature Series head. So I thought I'd make a quick video on how to balance your Glidecam and the #1 reason that I found that most beginners aren't able to get smooth shots with the Glidecam. Let's go. So the first step to balancing your Glidecam is to match the weight of your camera to the counterweights at the bottom of the Glidecam. For lighter setups like my old T5i, it might be one weight on each side, but for me and my 1DX, I found that 3 weights on each side is perfect. Keep in mind that all of this is subject to your camera and your setup. If you have a microphone on top of your camera, maybe an extra monitor or whatnot, it will all affect how much counterweight you should put on the bottom of your Glidecam. So now we're gonna put our camera onto the Glidecam by pressing in this safety release and sliding it on, hearing a little click. And on the right side of the Devin Graham head, there's a lever that you will just tighten down, making sure to take off your lens cap before doing all that. So the first thing I like to do is make major adjustments using this Manfrotto plate and the tighten down lever. So let's loosen that back up. Like I said, we'll put it halfway. We'll lean it up, and we see that it's going side to side, but not so much front to back. If I had slid this on really far forward, you would see it'd go forward like that. And if it was too back heavy, it would look like something like that, all right? So we're gonna kind of find that sweet spot. And once you're kind of there is when I cinch it down tight. So see, it's a little back. And doing it this way will keep you from having to adjust these fine-tune knobs for like 30 times or something. And I pretty much like how that feels. It's not too front to back, nothing that we can't fix with some fine-tune adjustment. Now we see it's going side to side. But before we do anything with the fine-tune knobs, you're going to want to check your drop time. And your drop time is from here, horizontal, to here, vertical, and see how long that takes. So you're just going 90 degrees. So, and we see pretty slow. So we're gonna drop it down, meaning that we're pulling the camera shaft up. We want it around 2 to 3 seconds is my preference. So 1, 2, 3, somewhere around the 2-second mark. Don't forget that we count a little faster by nature. So you could always pull out your phone and have a stopwatch do this. So let's do one more time video. And 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Just around 2 seconds, which is perfect the way I like it. So now is when you're gonna go do your fine adjustments. So on this Devin Graham series head, there are 3 knobs. One on the right-hand side to lock down your camera, one on the back to adjust your forward and backward balance, and one on the left side to adjust your side-to-side balance. So what I do recommend is placing it on a table and lifting it up and seeing which way it tilts. So we'll do that this way for you guys. So I lift it up and we see that it's leaning to my right and a little forward. So we're gonna go to the knob that's on the left side. And as you can see indicated, if we want it to be pushed to the right, we're gonna turn it towards us, but we want it to go to the left since it's leaning right. So we're gonna turn it forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do 5 turns for now. We'll see how that goes. So now it's leaning to my left. So we're gonna turn it back maybe 2. 1, 2, lift it up. Still a little left. We can do maybe a half turn. A little bit more. We'll do a quarter turn. Another quarter turn. So right there is where I kind of like it. It's not leaning too far left or right. It is going a little right now, so we could pull it back a little bit more. So when I lift it up, now it's just leaning forward a little bit. We'll do that. So hold it straight, and then we see that it likes to tilt forward. So with that, you're gonna go to your back knob, and we see that if we turn the back knob clockwise, it will move the whole camera forward. If we turn it counterclockwise, it will move it backward. And that's what we need. Remember that when you're balancing this, you're gonna do opposite of whatever direction it's moving. So our camera's moving forward, we're gonna turn this back. And we're not gonna do too much for this one. It's not too extreme, maybe 2 turns. Let's see where that goes. Now it's leaning a little too far back. We do 1 turn. Forward, like that, to right, forward to back. So that's a pretty good balance right there. And don't forget that you'll want to have your memory cards, your batteries, your lens and lens cap off. So now you must be wondering, what is it that causes beginners to not get smooth shots with their Glidecam? And the answer to that is twofold. 1, drop time, and 2, the walk. So like I said, your drop time needs to be around 2 to 3 seconds, and most beginners will do something like this. They'll say, all right, drop time is 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 2 seconds, good, balance is done. But no, don't forget, like I said, we count faster than it actually. So this drop time of, let's see, 1, 2, is probably closer to like 1.5, somewhere around that range, 1 to 5 to 2. So you're gonna want to lower that shaft. So 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. That right there is probably a little over 2 seconds, and that's the perfect drop time for me. And the second thing is going to be your walk. And generally speaking, whenever you're walking with the Glidecam, you'll want to roll your feet. And once you guys master those 2 things, the drop time and the walk, you'll be able to perfectly Glidecam with any lens and any camera. And that's all I have for you guys today. If you guys enjoyed what you saw and want to see more content from myself, then make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and hit the thumbs up icon. And as always, if you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, leave them in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys next time.